Hello, my fellow gnomes. So today I'm going to show you how to get some custom footstep sounds in your game. So I'll show you a quick end product of what you can expect. So we've got for different materials, we've got a metal sound, we've got a glass sound, wood sound, carpet sounds, and a bunch more. We've got grass over here, look, a bit of dirt. And you'll notice we've even got some footprints as well. So we've got some little black footprints appearing. If I go onto the sand, we get some sand particle effects around the place. We've got a brick sound. And if I go onto some snow, look, we've even got some footprints appearing down in the snow. And all of this is pretty easy to customize. Now you'll notice these are all perfectly lined up with the feet. And the footprint sounds are actually lined up with the feet as well. So I don't know if you've noticed, but the default running speed kind of, well, sucks, frankly, because it just plays a single audio sound on a loop. So it's not actually lined up with your speed of your feet. You can see each one is perfectly lined up. And as I start to speed the character up, those footstep sounds get louder. Sorry, not louder, but more frequent. And if I was to then edit my character, so I could boost up the humanoid speed, just for a quick example, if we bump that up to, say, 40, and if I now start running, I'm going to get loads and loads of footstep sounds, which is what you'd expect, but it's not what you get from the default Roblox scripts. So how have we done all this? Well, I've done all this by creating a brand new animation script from scratch. So if I just hit stop, I'll show you what we're working with, and then I'll show you how to get this set up. So I've got this new animate to script, and it's only about 200 lines, 228 lines, and it simplifies it a lot from the original Roblox script, which is a huge over 800 lines worth of stuff, which a lot of it you don't really need if you just want some simple animations. And this has more features, and it also removes a bug you might have encountered in Roblox. If you increase the speed up of your character, so that your run speed, and then you slow back down again, you can kind of get this weird mix where it tries to blend the run and the walk animation, but instead it just makes your character look sort of constipated, which maybe you want for a game, but it just looks a bit odd. You see, if I put both the animations side to side here, you can see that my new animation script on the right removes this issue as well. So that's always a plus. Okay, so how to get this set up? Well, first thing, get yourself into a new base plate. And obviously if we kick play, we've got those horrible run sounds. Ugh, just playing at a standardized speed. Look at that. It's not synced up at all. Terrible. Let's get rid of that. But before we do, we're just going to go into our player inside the game, GnomeCode. And if we go, we can find the old animate script. And if we go to run and click the animation, we'll see there's a little ID here. We're just going to select those numbers and I'm going to copy them. Copy those numbers and then hit stop. So now I've got that run animation ID copied. I'm just going to paste it over here into the top of the explore menu. And then I'm going to add in a new rig for myself. This dude here. Open up the animation editor and make sure we snap it to the window. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this ID, copy it again. The reason I do that is because animation editor has a weird habit of removing your clipboard. I'm not sure why it does that, but now we should be able to go ahead and animate this guy. And if we go and we import from Roblox, and we've got all our other animations I previously made, but I can just paste in that animation ID. And of course, the clipboard has been wiped for some reason. It won't let me paste in, but I can just copy in the number at least. So 109.212.61968. And then when I submit, what we then have is the default Roblox run animation. So I hit the space bar. I can then play it like so. There we go, normal run animation. And all we need to do is we need to add in the exact frame where his foot has got the most contact with the ground. So I think it's probably this one here. Here, right on this frame, I'd say is probably where he's got the most contact with his left foot. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and right click, and we're going to select add animation event here. And when we do that, we have a new window pop up. I'm going to make the event name called Footstep. Make sure it's called exactly Footstep. And we've got an option of a parameter. And we're going to set this to which foot it is, which is the left foot. It's very important we make sure these names are exactly this. So Footstep and left. And then we're going to find the frame where his right foot is in contact with the ground. So if we move it forwards, and we could have this one, or we could have this. Let's have this one, I think. So we'll take this frame, and then we'll right click again, add animation event. We call it Footstep again. And then this time the parameter is going to be right. So now we have both parameters, the right foot and the left foot on the ground. And all we need to do is click to publish to Roblox. And we're going to create a new R15 run animation and click to submit that. Then if you go to the create page and down to your animations, you should be able to find the animation you just made. So here's my run animation. You can see I get the fancy preview from the plugin I'm using. But all we're going to need to do is take this animation ID. So I'm going to copy this animation ID, and then I'm going to go to my models and make sure that you grab my simple animation model. The link to that will be in the description. I've already got it here in my model, so I'll just go and add it in. It gives me a warning about 2 scripts. Obviously, I don't mind that. And here we go. So we got all the footstep particle effects over here. And then this is just for the fancy thumbnail on the model page. So we can go ahead and we can delete a few stuff. So we'll delete the thumbnail camera and this part here. There's a README file for people that can't be bothered to watch the video. But we can go ahead and delete the README as well. And then the animate to script, I'm going to move into starter player, starter character scripts. And the footprints folder, we're going to move into replicated storage. And then we can just go ahead and delete the container folder. And all we have to do is go into the animate to script. And if we scroll down to the load animations function, we'll see there's a list of different animations and corresponding IDs. Now at the moment it's set to the default run animation, but you're going to need to put in your custom one. So I've got this ID here, and I'm just going to paste it in. You're going to need to put in your own one. I've just handily commented the one for me. Unfortunately, there isn't a way for me to share animations on Roblox. Otherwise, this would be a lot simpler. But then as soon as I click to play now, it will delete that default animation script and replace it with mine. So if I start walking along, we've got the new sounds. And if you want to customize any of the sounds, then you are free to do so. You can just head inside of the animate script. You'll find a footsteps module, and here are all the sounds. So there's 4 sounds we've got a few materials: carpet, concrete, dirt, glass, and so on. We haven't got them for every single material because you'll see here we've got a material map. So if you're on slate, concrete, brick, cobblestone, etc., we match it just with the generic concrete sound. And so this helps us to group a few of them and not have to use too many sounds. If you have too many sounds, it's a lot of extra data that Roblox players have to download in order to play your game. And if you want to configure things where you can add different volumes for each one, you see I've set tile and grass to have a 0.3 volume instead of the default 0.5. And this is for the footprints, how quick they decay. So whether they disappear in 5 seconds or 2. And if you want to go ahead and add any custom footprints, right, we've got dirt, grass, sand, and snow, right? So if you wanted, for some reason, I'm not sure why you would, but if you wanted to make some red footsteps on the snow, then you could just do that, edit it, put it back in the footprints folder, and then when you have a red part like this, and we make the red part snow, and we go and play on it, and if we were to run over it, we now have some red footsteps on our strange red snow. But hopefully that gets you some pretty cool footsteps in your game. And if you have any problems, then join me on the Discord and I'll be sure to try and help you, or maybe one of our helper wizards will be able to assist you. But thank you very much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, and maybe even buy a fancy fellow gnome mug. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!